Topstep is now offering back to funded account options. If you get into an XFA and you accidentally blow it, you now have the option to reset it and go back to the funded account. We're gonna cover that in this video, and we're gonna talk about the true cost of what it takes to actually reset back to the funded level and what your all-in cost actually is. But before we do, fam, we're live right here every single day on YouTube, trading live capital that I funded myself right here in front of you. So if you wanna check that, be sure to hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, get all the daily live streams, hit that like button for your boy, free ways for the channel. And then also, if you wanna skip the eval stage and go straight to a funded account, trade price 30% off, you can use code JM, link down in the pinned comment, use that, use code JM to get 30% off, fam. With that said, let's get into the video. Now, I am going to say, as I share my screen here, I'm going to keep this video an open-ended conversation. I'm not going to really lean in either way. I will say just right off the bat, I don't like the pricing, but I'm going to leave it an open-ended conversation. You guys let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the back to funded and the pricing that they have for this. Now, a couple of rules just to keep in mind before we start walking through pricing. A couple of rules I have with this is you are allowed 2 resets per XFA, right? So you can only reset an XFA twice. You are not eligible for a reset on an XFA if you have taken a payout. That's a big one. And then also you have a 7-day window to reactivate the XFA. So those are a few rules just to keep in mind if you're looking to reset an XFA that you lost. So just going into the pricing here, this is the pricing that they have for resetting an XFA back to the funded level if you lose it. The 50K account is $499, the 100K account is $599, and the 150K is $729. Pretty pricey in my opinion. I've seen a lot of people talk about the price and how it seems a little bit high, but we're gonna cover some numbers real quick, right? And we're gonna kind of go through this. I'm gonna try to keep this video short and very to the point. Again, I wanna leave this an open-ended conversation. Let me know down in the comments, right? Have conversation with each other. Let me know what you guys think about these resets and if you guys think it's worth it or not. So Topstep, you know, they have 3 accounts. You have the 50K, 100K, and the 150K. These are the costs for each of those, but the cost to reset them back to the funded level is $500 for the 50K, $600 for the 100K, and $729 for the 150K. Obviously, I just rounded up here because it was like $599 and $499. I just rounded up, okay? The true cost. Now, this is where the numbers get interesting, right? Because once you buy the eval, then you go the activation fee, then you go the funded reset. If you are to reset it, this is the true cost of what you're paying if you do go to the full reset. Okay. So let's just take the 50K, for example, $49 an account. Activation fee is $150. The funded reset is $500. All right. So you're all in true cost if you reset. This is not if you don't reset, right? This is if you reset a blown funded account, 50K. Your all-in cost is going to be $699. With the 100K account, obviously you have a $100 evaluation fee. The activation fee is $150. The funded reset is $600. So your all-in cost for a 100K account is $849. Then you go to the 50K all-in cost, the true cost, if you do reset, that is $1,029. This is where a lot of people aren't paying attention to because majority of people, they trade more than just one account. So if you look at a 5 account reset, right, with the evaluation fee, and again, and also this is assuming that you pass the eval in the first try. A lot of people don't even pass the evals in the first try. Okay. So that $49 might be, you know, you might spend 2 tries passing the 50K. Therefore your all-in cost is going to be a little bit higher. Okay. Now going to the 50K for the 5 accounts, you're looking at $245, $750 for activation fee. And if you reset all of those, $2,500 for a true all-in cost of $3,495. You look at the 100K, $500 for the evaluation fee, $750 for the activation fee, and then $2,995 for the funded reset if you reset all 5. True all-in cost, $4,245. 150K true all-in cost, $5,146. Guys, there is going to be people spending north of $10,000 a month resetting, buying evals, resetting, buying more evals, resetting. There is going to be people losing a ton of money. The only thing that I can recommend is just be smart. Know what you can afford. If it's not affordable for you to go back to the funded stage and try to earn a payout, don't do it. Don't empty your bank account trying to refund an XFA because you think you're going to get to a payout this time around. If you blew it the first time, why is a second going to be any different, right? So think about that. Be smart with your money, because guys, this is a lot of money, right? Think about that for a second. $5,100 if you're trading 150K Topstep XFAs and you want to reset all 5, $5,100, guys. That is a ton of money, right? $3,600 total for the resets. So like if you do take the resets for all 5, you're going to spend $3,600 for reset. Think about if you reset it a second time, that's going to be another, what, $3,600 that you're going to be spending on resetting those. In my opinion, I think if you're so eager to reset a funded account or go back to the funded level, guys, even though y'all complain about 20% consistency and daily loss limits, whatever, it is way cheaper just to go straight to funded. If you're that eager to go back to the funded level, it's so much cheaper just to go straight to funded. And I know the other argument with that is a lot of you guys are bringing up the payout caps. Well, Topstep has payout caps too. Like they're not just, it's not an infinite money glitch. They have payout caps on their funded accounts, right? Every company basically does. The only argument that I've seen is the 20% consistency and daily loss limit. But even on the 20% consistency, you can still have over $1,000 day, trade the minimum days, and still be under the 20% consistency, right? Think about how many of you are actually doing more than $1,000 consistently every day and keeping the account, right? That's the key to this, and keeping the account, right? I think a lot of people are just angry. They have like this hatred towards consistency rules, and it's like they want to make as much money as quickly as possible, but those are the types of people who are blowing accounts left and right. But that's just my opinion. That's neither here or there. Again, I want to keep this very open-ended, right? Look at the amount of money that you're spending. You guys have to be smart about this. I know it is appealing. Remember, I know, honestly, I do think this is funny too, because I know I've heard Topstep talk about the shiny object, the new shiny object in the marketplace. That's what this is. This is a new shiny object that a firm is offering to get people back to the funded level, but it costs a ton of money. A ton of money. Think about how much money Topstep is going to be making off people who are constantly resetting funded accounts. 5 of them, right? At these prices, right? At these prices here. That's insane. Even if you trade one account, I mean, Topstep's making a ton of money, guys. This is, again, you just got to be smart. Don't just go blow and go your money thinking you're going to pay out. If you're not getting to a payout and you want to stay with Topstep, go back to the eval, pass the eval, and then get to payouts, right? Start getting payouts before you start spending a ton of money, right? Because at the end of the day, you want prop firm payouts to fund prop firm expenses. That's what you want. You don't want your hard-earned money be funding a ton of prop firm expenses, and you're just constantly in the hole over and over and getting deeper in the red more and more every time you spend money, all right? Just be smart. That's all I'm going to say about this, guys. Again, do your research, compare pricing, right? True all-in cost pricing with what they have, what other firms have. Just make sure to do your research, right? Do your own research, come up with an opinion and conclusion on your own. Again, let me know down in the comments if you guys think this is a good deal. Do you think it's a W? Do you think it's an L? Me personally, I don't think it's a very good deal, but everybody is different. So let me know down in the comments, fam. With that said, we're going to keep this video short and sweet and to the point. Like we said earlier, fam, if you like this kind of content, smash that like button down below, subscribe if you're trying to get more daily content, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.